are only 5 monks in the house of Thomas. They are silversmiths, and their work, booked more than 2 years in advance, is exported all over the world. The small workshop turns out silver gospel covers, candle holders, and chalices. The silver candle holders are hung in front of icons in churches. Decoration is both in silver and gold, and the techniques employed in the use of the precious metals remain unvaried from those used in ancient times. The 5 members of the Brotherhood find time to tend the olive crop. Although most of their income is derived from silver work, they raise and export green olives, and like the other communities, grow their own produce. The Yerondas, head of the household, is 82-year-old Father Thomas, who came here from Athens as a teenager in 1912, when Mount Athos was under Turkish occupation. One of the so-called foreign monasteries on Mount Athos is Hilandari, a Serbian monastery inhabited mostly by monks from Yugoslavia. Some say the name Hilandari stems from the phrase Hili Andres, 1,000 men, referring to 1,000 pirates who once attacked the monastery. Only 3 survived, and they, repentant, became monks. A unique fiali, or fountain. It is here that the holy water is blessed on the 1st of every month and during special services on holidays. It is made of marble, mined on Athos, and bears a scar, a crack held together by a steel beam. In the 15th century, monks tried to destroy it to prevent its capture by invaders. The roof of the chapel is made of lead, poured to replace an older roof destroyed by fire. Hilandari grew from one small cloister built in 1200 AD by a monk of the same name and became a spiritual center for the Serbian Orthodox Church. It houses 25 monks ranging in age from 23 to 73. Hilandari receives 1 or 2 new monks every year. There would be more, but Yugoslav authorities grant exit visas reluctantly, and Greek authorities also hesitate to admit them for fear of communist infiltration. Still in use is an ancient Byzantine Romanian ivory staff with carvings of the burial and resurrection of Christ, topped by twin lion heads. The Byzantine icons of Hilandari show the Macedonian influence. Unfortunately, these frescoes were touched up in 1804 by an unknown painter who attempted to brighten the faded colors. But most of them have been restored by a careful restoration process in which the top layer of pigment was removed to reveal the original 14th century fresco painting. The icon of the Virgin Mary Tijerusa, meaning 3-handed. The 3rd hand represents the severed hand of a monk, restored to his wrist after he prayed to the Virgin Mary. The monk's hand had been cut off by order of the Sultan because he was writing hymns for the church. In thanks for the miracle, the monk had a replica of his restored hand cast in silver and added to the icon. During the Turkish occupation, the monastery's dining hall was used as a smokehouse for meat. This resulted in major damage to the paintings on the wall. Most have been restored. monastery, which grew up around the cloister of Hilandari, was founded by a king and a prince of Serbia who had fled and become monks, Saint Simeon and his son, Saint Savas. The 17th century frescoes in the dining hall depict scenes in the lives of the two saints. At one time, the entire dining hall was furnished with marble tables, but these were also destroyed during the Turkish occupation. The last resting place of Saint Simeon is located near the monastery wall. Grapes which grow from a grapevine on his grave are believed to have miraculous healing powers, including the curing of sterility. It is said that when it was decided to move Saint Simeon's remains to Serbia, the monks of Hilandari were cast into deep despondency, until one night, Saint Simeon appeared to the abbot in a dream. He told the abbot to let the monks know that a grapevine would grow on the site where his body had lain, and that by this sign, the monks would know their founding saint would still be with them in spirit. The casket of gold which had held the remains of Saint Simeon remained at the monastery. A 12th century mosaic icon was the possession of Saint Simeon and was left to the monks of Hilandari. Hilandari's library contains what is believed to be the first book ever printed, dating to the year 1474, and printed in Mavrovuni, Serbia. Fire destroyed the original library in the year 1722. Today, the library is housed in a modern 3-story building which has excellent security and is fireproof. Its Chrysovoulos, the royal decrees, span the 11th to the 17th century. Most of them are on parchment, and they are several feet in length. The library contains about 160 of them, all signed by Byzantine emperors or Russian and Serbian kings. The monks of Mount Athos are also skilled vintners, and they bring to the cultivation of the grape that same energy and devotion they display in all things. Hilandari's wine master is Father Simeon. He is an experienced guardian of the product, drawing samples from the barrels to determine the moment when the wine has aged just enough and has reached its peak. Wine is vitally important and plays a major role in Eastern Orthodox religious services. It is symbolic of the blood of Christ. The quality of the wine manufactured on Mount Athos is attested to by the fact that it is bottled and exported to many parts of the world. The word monk, monachos, means the unique one who strives for perfection. Within the Christian community, the monk was originally the individual who struggled to fulfill the evangelical commandment from St. Matthew, which reminds us, "You therefore must be perfect, as your heavenly Father is perfect." For more than 1,000 years, in work and in prayer, the monks of Mount Athos have devoted their entire lives to the pursuit of that heavenly perfection.